Hey everyone, Steven here from Chronic Geek Syndrome, doing something new now. I'm going to give you guys some news on latest tech and what's going to happen in the future. So today the topic of discussion is going to be the iPad 3. Now it's getting around that time of year when the iPads are usually released. March, usually around February it's announced, and then in March it's usually released. Usually around the middle to end. So we can expect an iPad 3 maybe in there. However, here's the problem. The iPhone 5 was supposed to be released last year in July. Now it didn't happen. So what's going to happen with the iPad 3? Is the schedule going to be pushed ahead, or are they still on top of their game like they are every year? So the first one is going to be talking about iBooks 2. Now iBooks 2 is almost already released, if not already released. I haven't done the update yet on the iPad 2, and what it's going to do is totally abolish textbooks from the classroom. Now, what you're able to do is take your iPad into class with the textbooks preloaded on that and actually use it there. So it's going to be very paper friendly. Most textbooks you buy in school range from $100 to $300. For example, one textbook I use in school for social studies, I priced it, it's going to be $15. If you wanted to buy that at school, it'll be $100 out of your pocket. The next thing I want to talk about is Siri. Siri came out on the iPhone 4S this year. It was really good. People like it, but it isn't used so much. One thing that probably could benefit is the iPad 3. The iPad itself is being taken on trips. A lot of people in business are using it, and definitely school. I use it myself in school a lot. People may want to use the iPad 3 with Siri to make their life easier. I've already seen car mounts for the iPad, so if you're looking for navigation, you can use Siri to find locations. An iPad is a heck of a big GPS, so that's kind of one good thing too. Now there's also some rumors on whether we should buy the iPad 3 or not. Now here's what I say: if you don't own an iPad at all right now and you want to get an iPad, go with the 2. Because, hey, you don't have one. However, if you want to get the latest technology and the latest on the spot, Apple's not going to be very happy with what I'm saying. However, go with the 3. Reason why is because you're going to have all the latest features, and it's going to be, reliable and everything else. Now, there's going to be some display rumors about the iPad 3. Now, they want to put the Retina display in the iPad itself. And how are they going to do this? Well, that's the problem is, things like the iPhone 4, it's tiny. You can put it in really easily because it is a small screen. The iPad, however, is really big. How do you take the small screen and make it bigger and put it in an iPad 3? For example, make it better and better resolution. How do you do that? And that's what they're trying to work on mostly. Another thing we can see is 4G speeds, LTE. That's pretty good because right now we're running on 3G. It's kind of sketchy. It's not very fast up or down. 4G would definitely help a lot. We're seeing 4G be released across TELUS. There was just a rumor that came out the other day. You have 3G SIM cards at TELUS, you pop them in, you get the mini SIM, it's 3G, you put it in the iPhone and the iPad too. But they just released LTE 4G SIM cards. They didn't release them, they just kind of said that that's what's going to happen. They had pictures and everything. There is a micro SIM 4G. Apple is usually the only one who uses micro SIMs as far as I know. So that means, the iPad 4 might have 4G LTE, and who knows, the iPhone 5, that's going to come out probably June, July, maybe October. There's lots of rumors there. Maybe that'll have 4G LTE also. The iPad 2 has a big battery, so even if they put LTE in it, it's not going to make much of a difference, really. What is it, maybe half hour of your battery life on 4G. Next thing was iPad 3 at CES. They were really hoping that it would be there. Now it didn't happen. They wanted it to, they were really hoping that, tech reviewers would go to CES. They'd see the iPad 3, but Apple hasn't really had a lot of background in CES. And I'm looking, I don't see, even in CES, there wasn't. I'm jittery. I can't talk today, but, bear with me. So there was an iPad 3 at CES. There wasn't anything to do with that at CES, which kind of sucked. Okay, what else? Rumored release dates. February would be the kind of where they talk about it and tell you that it's going to happen. Like, they're going to say, oh, we have an iPad 3, there's going to be a conference. They're going to talk about it in February, maybe. Now, I wouldn't expect to actually see it out on the market till mid-March to the end of March, and that's usually the kind of trend they follow. What else? There was also some talk about them getting a smaller iPad and a bigger one. So you got the regular form factor like this here. And then they were also talking about maybe getting a smaller one that would be easier to carry around and easier to travel with. I don't think it's such a good idea because if it's smaller, you're going to lose screen space. You're probably not going to like it as much. I think they were going to kind of like a size like the BlackBerry Playbook kind of form factor. It's very small. It's very compact. It'd be easier to take the Retina display and put it into that. But hey, why don't we just go all out, go with the big iPad, the one we've always been used to, and say, with that. Another thing has to do with FaceTime cameras. They're hoping to make the FaceTime cameras better. So there's the back of your rear side camera. I think it sits at 8 megapixels. No, 3.2. Just correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But they want to put a better camera back there. They could also use a better camera on the FaceTime camera. They could use HD there. That would be awesome because then you can actually see people face to face at much better resolution. Another thing is the button rumors. You know the little button right here on the bottom? That little one right there? They want to get rid of it. Now, this is kind of going in the kind of Android type route that Samsung, I think it's Samsung, I hope it's Samsung, they've implemented. They said that, oh, we don't want the button, get rid of the button, the buttons in general, and you make it all on the touch screen. Here's the problem with that. It's really, really convenient to be able to hit that home button. Like, I can hit that home button and boom, I'm out of the page. There's also the pinch rule. You can pinch to get everything out. See that, how that works? And then there's, all those gestures. That's awesome. The gestures are good. But do we really want to get rid of the button? Now, if we do, the screen can be a bit bigger, but then there's the FaceTime camera on top. That's gonna kind of throw yourself off a bit. It won't look neat, I don't think. If they get rid of the button, make the screen bigger or move it down, that FaceTime camera is not gonna look as nice up there, so. Another rumor was edge-to-edge design. Now, they had a lot of rumors on that with the iPhone 4S. Didn't happen. iPhone 5 might have it. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe the iPhone 5 won't have a button. Anyway, with the iPad, they were saying that instead of having that, border around the screen here, you see this border, how it's, you only got the screen in the middle and you got space around it. They wanted to abolish that and say, hey, no, I want the full screen, the full thing. That'd be awesome. One thing that they could probably do, I don't think it's possible, actually it might be, because Apple and other companies have been pulling some pretty neat tricks lately. If they could take if they want to get rid of the button and make the screen edge to edge, if they could take the FaceTime camera and somehow integrate it behind the screen so that it looks through the screen without, getting colors from your screen, that would be awesome. So let's just say you click FaceTime. Just say maybe it'll black out that area around where the camera belongs, and so that way you don't get any light coming through it. That'd be kind of cool. You got a hidden camera in your iPad? That's kind of neat. Anyway, that's all I really got today for rumors and stuff. If you guys like this news, subscribe, comment, rate. I'm going to have a lot more coming for you. This semester in school is going to be a bit easier. I get a spare at the end of every day. Homework can be done there, and then I get home and I can do whatever I want to do at home. So if you guys want to see more videos to do with the iPad, to do with the iPhone, Xbox 360, Wii, anything you want. Comment, rate, subscribe. Those comments down below, that helps me out a lot. Write it in there, tell me what you want to see, and then I will go based on that. So yeah, my name is Steven Mercer for Chronic Geek Syndrome, and this has been my first news kind of thing. I don't think it went too well, but the information is there. I got out to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So comment, rate, subscribe. That's the third time after saying it. I really need it, guys. It helps me out a lot. And anyway, so yeah, have a good day.